Okay, we're live. Does anyone have anything to say before I play the intro?
I'm
Hey, kiddos. Looks like you found your dad's anime stash, and you found a good one. You did the right thing. You waited till your parents went out on their weekly date night to keep that fire alive. Super important to keep that fire alive in a relationship. Personally, I haven't been on a date in 4 years, but, you know, I offended Mark. I'm sorry. So with me in the studio this week is my main man, Sai.
Yep, just Sai.
Sai is just took a bunch of NyQuil and he wants to see if he can podcast. If he could go through an entire podcast about Digimon while quilled up.
Quilled. Peter quilled up.
Peter quilled up. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. Sai, we're going to be talking about Digimon the movie.
Which one?
Well, first we're going to talk about Digimon the movie.
Ooh.
And then we're going to talk about Digimon Adventure 02, Revenge of Diaboromon, which is the direct sequel.
Or is it Diaboromon?
Diaboromon.
Diablo. I was so upset because I kept I tried very hard to find it, and for some reason I could not find it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did find it, it was the Raw for once. So I was like, you know what, Josh, just give me the goddamn link.
Well, yeah, I sent you the legal link, and we legally watched it, obviously, because that's what we do here on Dad's Anime Stash. But before we get into Revenge of Diaboromon, which is a movie about Diaboromon getting his revenge, let's talk about Digimon the movie first, because if we don't talk about Digimon the movie, we won't know why Diaboromon wanted revenge, you know?
Well, he always wanted revenge, right? Like that, he started off wanting revenge.
Well, okay, this is a different revenge. Let's talk about why he wanted his first revenge, and then we could get into his second revenge. So, Digimon the movie released to us awesome Americans October 6th in the year 2000. That is more than 22 years ago, Sai.
I know.
Yeah.
Mark, for you, that was also more than 22 years ago.
It was a long time ago.
I think I watched that. Did it come out in the movie theaters?
It came out in movie theaters.
I might have watched it in the theaters.
That is amazing. I did not.
Yeah, the Toonami, I'm pretty sure is.
Yeah, I don't remember if I feel like I watched that one in the theaters though, just because of Kokomon.
Let me.
Yeah, I'm getting the. I think Toonami. I think anything Digimon I've seen, like movie wise, has all been Toonami.
Well, that's ironically the only movie I've seen, because I didn't think I saw The Revenge because it was just released in Japan, right?
I mean, obviously it had a dub, so it was released here somewhere, but I don't ever recall seeing it.
I could not find the dub.
I couldn't find the dub. I
literally sent you a link to the dub.
It was a sub.
No, it said sub. Then if you click right below that, it's dub.
Oh.
I found the first one on YouTube.
What the hell am I supposed to do with you, man?
I'm so upset.
It had the actual English voices and everything.
I'm very upset about it. You don't know how sad I was that I was watching the sub.
Sub Digimon's a completely different thing.
I know.
It is.
This is the first time I've ever watched, besides Ghost Game, sub Digimon.
Well,
yeah.
And I'm very upset I'm watching Ghost Game sub, because
sub wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I waited months for it.
You're not going to get a Ghost Game dub, dude.
I know.
Digimon's a kid show. They ain't showing that shit to American kids.
It's not a kid show. It never was.
I mean, it is now.
Yeah.
It's rated PG. Digimon the movie came out 22 years ago, rated PG, right? Parental guidance. Because they shoot each other with missiles. So, it's a good thing we're talking about dubs versus subs, because Digimon the movie is actually three Digimon movies smushed into one.
How did you do that with your hands?
I like this. I put them together so I could show my tattoo.
Intertwined.
Like my hands don't do that.
You gotta lock your fingers. You're bumping your fingers together at the end. You gotta move. Yeah, there you go.
Oh man,
Quilling it up, man.
Blowing your mind.
We've got Digimon the movie, Digimon Our War Game, and Digimon Adventure 02 with a bunch of weird ass subtitles, all smushed into one movie. The interesting part, Digimon the movie and Digimon Our War Game are basically not cut at all. They're basically the full movies tacked in here. And then because they were both 20 to 30 minutes, and then the Adventure 02 part,
Kokomon.
with Kokomon, that was an entire hour and a half movie that they cut down to fit into here. Now, I'm going to guess no one's watched that full movie, right?
I don't know. I might have.
Literally outside of watching.
As far as I know, it's only subbed.
I knew the first one,
No.
like the first Digimon movie I've seen. That second movie, the Return, was the first time I've ever seen that one.
Well, he was saying there's a full part to Kokomon, the one at the end of the first movie.
Yeah, so the movie is called Digimon Adventure 02, Digimon Hurricane Landing / Transcendent Evolution, the Golden Digimedals.
No, I did not see that.
It is shit.
Is it?
It's all over the place. It's totally fucking horrible. And they did a great job cutting down everything that wasn't necessary, shoving it into 30 minutes, making Digimon the movie. I thought Digimon the movie was great.
It is.
I liked the first one. I thought it was pretty good.
There are a lot of complaints about it. People don't think it is good.
They're wrong.
They are wrong. They really are. So it has a 4 out of 10 rating.
Oh God!
24% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Sheesh.
But they're all wrong.
Yeah, they're wrong. They're 4 out of 27%.
24. At the 2004 Stinkers Bad Movie Awards, this film won the award for Worst Achievement in Animation.
That's not correct.
I don't know. That might not be wrong.
For animation? Nah.
The animation was not.
It
was steady.
It was in some parts, but
that's the thing. It had some good parts,
but
the animation was all over the place.
Yeah, it wasn't consistent.
It went from looking like Demon Slayer to looking like someone drew it with crayon at times.
Yeah,
I think that's because of the outlines when they're in the digital world.
Well, that's a completely different thing. You're talking about in Our War Game when they go into the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And I really
there
like
are also some scenes in the Kokomon part that just look horrible.
Oh, that's because they cut it and they didn't. They shook up the picture when they cut it.
No, that could be, which is not a great achievement in animation.
I'm trying to think. There has to be a worse animated movie that came out in 2002. 2002 was not great for animation.
I mean, I'm sure there probably was.
But, I mean, it probably was up against just Disney stuff and Pixar, so probably.
Well, 2002 was 2 years after Digimon the movie came out.
That's when they got it?
Digimon the movie came out in 2000.
Yeah, I thought it got the award for 2002.
No, it got the award in the year it came out.
Oh, okay.
That'd be rough if they held the award for 2 years just to shit on Digimon.
Just to make sure they could get a giant middle finger.
I feel like Pokemon the movie had worse animation.
Pokemon the movie came out 2 years before that, though, didn't it?
I thought it came out in 2000.
I think you're thinking of Pokemon the movie 2000.
That one was even worse than the first one.
Well,
Pokemon the movie came out in 1998.
Oh.
Pokemon the movie 2000 came out in 1999.
What?
Pokemon 3 the movie came out in the year 2000.
I don't even know what 3 is, so it could have been better than
It has
Digimon.
hentai on the cover. And I can't I don't know. I don't think I saw
I
it.
know what that one
I've only
is. That's
seen,
the
like,
one that's really sad.
I
I've
saw
seen
the
the-
first one. I saw the
Yeah.
Mewtwo one.
I saw the first
Pretty
one.
sure I saw the Lugia one, but I wouldn't swear to it.
I know I've seen.
That's
Yeah,
the
first two
2000
movies.
one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw the first one in theaters as well.
I saw
Yeah.
the first one in theaters too.
I had one of the cool cards that I lost immediately after.
Oh, the Mew.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost it immediately after.
Yeah,
I might have lost it in the theaters.
That's not why you were there. You were there to hear a speech.
I actually was there for
You
the
you were
card.
there to hear Mewtwo's big speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But enough about Pokemon. Pokemon sucks.
Enough about Pokemon.
Don't pay
permanently.
attention to this. This is not a Pokemon map. It's a
Skip it,
Digimon
sorry.
map now.
Well, there's no map of the digital world because it changes way too much.
And it's in the sakes of these movies takes place in the internet.
Part of it. So our first movie takes place in the past. Part 1,
Yes.
where they meet a Koromon.
That's
Yeah.
not the one from Digimon
Not the one.
Adventure.
No,
It's
The
one that doesn't talk for some reason.
He talks a little.
until he evolves, then he talks.
Yeah.
No, he talks a little as Koromon.
Does he?
Yeah,
Maybe
like
you're right.
a few words, not
I
much.
thought he only talked when he evolved, but yeah, maybe I just missed it.
He didn't
So-
talk when he was Agumon.
So there's a huge Agumon. That was weird.
Yeah, that Agumon was on roids.
It
He
was.
blew my mind.
So at first I thought it was like a perspective thing because they were smaller. So I was like, oh, they're imagining Agumon
No,
is bigger. But then he fucks up that vending machine. And I'm like, no, that's a big Agumon.
yeah, he's like, I think he dodged like a 18, not an 18-wheeler, one of those box trucks, and he was the same
Dodged a
height as
truck.
the box truck.
Yeah, he was big. So the animation in that was pretty bad.
I
Yeah.
don't recall.
No one's
I just-
arguing with me.
I don't recall, but I
It
just
wasn't the best.
remember I like
think
Kyrie so much.
It
In
was
that.
not. It was not the best. It was pretty. You could tell it was probably pretty quickly done.
It's probably old.
It wasn't. It was well, I mean, it was made after the first season just to kind of
Oh, okay.
show something.
Yeah.
But it was interesting the way it really did tie things together. Because like you think, oh man, okay, this doesn't matter. But then anyone who
It
saw
actually
that was linked
does.
to being a Digidestined. Any kid that saw that.
Which is weird because there was a lot of kids that saw that,
There's a few.
and there was only 7 Digidestins.
So there's 8 Digidestins, but then we know there's all kinds of Digidestins all over the world. So who's to say there's not a second, third, fourth, fifth team from Japan who are Digidestined as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you remember, there's a French Digidestined.
Yeah, I remember.
I
Willis shows up in the actual 02, right?
Willis shows up at the
Okay.
end of 01. No, wait. Is it? Yeah, it's 02 when all the Digidestins show up. They go on the world tour. Yes, 02. Willis is there.
Okay, I was just making sure that was the same guy. I know there was another American kid.
There is another American kid, but Willis is there as well.
Okay.
Hmm.
That was bothering me. But yes, Kyrie is amazing. I love Kyrie in this. And it's just because she uses the whistle.
She used the whistle. She's a good narrator, too.
Yeah.
She keeps the story moving.
Even though she talks like a grown woman at probably like 4 or 5.
I mean, yeah, she always talked like a grown woman. That was her voice.
I know.
She never tried to use a different voice.
But she was younger too. I think, does Ty talk younger?
Ty doesn't talk younger.
No, not in that one. No,
Neither
you're
does
right.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe's.
I think those are the only ones with lines in that first part. Joe just walks outside and calls Mimi.
Sora, I think, called Ty maybe, and it was like a short, like 1 or 2 words. Maybe that they got
something about her
voicemail.
hat. He threw up in her
Yeah.
hat.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
threw up in her hat.
You have that
And then-
voicemail, then Joe walks outside. Yeah. I kept it moving. It was good. So we had this crazy Agumon show up, Digivolve into Greymon and fight Parrotmon.
Yeah, in the middle of the city.
In the middle of the city. Completely blowing canon forever. Because later on, when Digimon show up, people can't see them at first. But you know what? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. That's later stuff.
Would you think that more people would notice that, especially that car? There's a line. There's a line that happens when the car. It's like a flyby line, and it was hilarious, but I can't remember it right now. I need to start taking notes.
Which car are you talking about?
The car that Agumon dodges.
Oh. Yeah.
Because you know how dubs do. They just like to add stupid.
Yeah, when he's like,
nonsense.
"Fuck that dinosaur."
Is that what he said?
I don't think so. I really doubt it.
It's something close to that, though.
It's like, "Get your dinosaur ass out of the
way." Kyrie's amazing. I love Kyrie in this.
So they all survive. They move on. So we got that, and then we skip forward several years to after Digimon Season 1, before Digimon Season 2, right? And that's when we got the middle segment where Diaboromon wants his first revenge, which Sai is very excited to talk about. Why did he want revenge, Sai?
Because Willis did something. He programmed him or something?
Yeah. So Willis
made him, and he got mad about it.
So Willis had 2 Digimon, but he wanted a third because his 2 Digimon were doing his chores. So he tried to make one, but he got infected by a computer virus.
Right.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Right. I mean, it's an age-old story. It happens to the best of us. So here's the issue, though. That computer virus Digimon started eating all the emails.
As it does.
As it does. So, you guys know when you get on the internet, Mark, you know this right now, obviously, you plug in your phone line to your modem and it goes.
Yeah.
And then
I laughed.
Right?
Yeah, that's what happens if you have.
I laughed so hard. I was like, man, if anybody not us watches this, they will probably be so confused right now.
Like, I can't even imagine what my son's going to say when I show this to him in a couple of years. He's going to be like, what the fuck is that thing?
Well, yeah, maybe this wasn't technology that I was aware of, but in the second, skipping quickly ahead just for this one part, was it the second movie where they're leaving the voicemails for each other because they can't call each other?
That's what we're talking about now, yeah.
Yeah, that's this one.
Yeah. Was that like an actual thing that you could do with old landlines?
No, not that I know of.
No, I think it was because it was an emergency.
Yeah, They had that set up as an emergency. And maybe they still do that. They might.
I couldn't remember that. I was like, that's... Because like comparing it to the first movie and like the modem stuff, I was like, that's interesting because I don't remember that as technology.
It's a weird thing because it's just leaving a voicemail.
Yeah, it's just weird because it's like you can't connect to their phone line because the phones are down, but you can still leave a dead line and leave a message.
I think they just needed a way for them to communicate.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Another plot device. Let's not worry about it, man. You're talking about 5 minutes before they go into the internet, so don't worry too much. So you got Diaboromon, he's on the internet killing shit. You got Izzy literally drinking turkey or beef jerky shake, which just makes no sense because Ty's mom is all about the health food. Beef jerky is not health food. It's the only unbelievable part in this.
Yeah.
I wonder what Sai's doing. Must be important. So
I don't know.
Here's what we got going on. Diaboromon's eating the internet, but Matt and TK are at their grandma's.
Yep.
What the hell?
Their grandma was the best.
They're at their grandma's.
Why? Just because she's hot?
The one goes in Hawaii, right?
She's in America. Maybe
wasn't
Hawaii.
in
It
Hawaii or
doesn't matter. I mean, the only ones that matter are Matt and Ty because they've got the Digimon.
True.
They're realistically the only ones who ever mattered were Matt and Ty. So
Yeah.
And
There's
the rest,
only two that ever matter.
I mean, there was the one time TK mattered, but he's done now. And then later on, Davis matters. But yeah, the rest are just
Ken.
filler. Ken matters, yeah.
Huh.
But I mean, Ken and Davis are just Matt and Ty.
Yeah.
In the future.
Mm.
They're like great value versions. In fact, there's a part where in the movie where Davis looks at a picture of Ty as a kid and he says, "Oh man, I was so cute."
Wait, is that what he said?
Yeah.
I thought he said something like, "Who is that kid?" Wait, is that an O2? Yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah, I was watching the
Diaboromon's on the internet, so you got the only two Digimon that matter. They're fighting him, Wu, and that's Agumon and Gabumon, because they're the only ones who can digivolve in their ultimate forms, even though other ones do all the time, and we pretend like they don't. To
be fair, Kabuterimon tried.
He did, but he didn't do anything.
He got slapped, which was it was the first time and probably the only time that's ever happened in Digimon where they got stopped from evolving. It's like in Dragon Ball Super whenever they're powering up and Android 17 just shoots them while they're powering up.
Yeah, that was one of the best moments in the entire series. It was like, fucking finally. I've been waiting 20 years for this to happen.
Yeah.
So
I did that for Digimon. I was like, I forgot about that.
Do you guys remember why War Greymon and Metal Grugumon got defeated?
I remember why in the second one. Wait, no, or was it because was too many emails being sent?
Too many emails being sent to them.
Yes.
That's rough. And it doesn't make any sense, but that's okay. That's not why we're here.
It was taking up their processing speed.
We all know that AOL servers can only handle so much.
That's true. Just think how fast Digimon are today compared to back then.
Yeah. They're light speed now.
Yeah.
True.
So obviously, what do? You reroute the emails to Diaboromon, who has cloned himself over 1 million times.
I think there was a line too in the first one that I had to like stop and go, wait, what? When they're like, right before the missile gets fired, and the computer dude's like, yeah, my middle school friend who hacked the Pentagon told me that a missile just launched.
Yeah, that's Willis.
That was Willis.
Willis. Yeah, I kind of had to stop and go, I'm sorry, your middle school friend that's just casually hacking the Pentagon.
Well, there's a line before that, like way before it. It's like, if you don't know Willis is going to be important, you'd probably miss. It's like, how did it go? It was Izzy was like, my American friend is an elementary school student and he's taking classes in Colorado State, and Ty goes,
I'm an elementary school student and I'm taking
I'm taking middle school classes. Yeah.
He's so proud of that. But to be fair, dude, just think, 2 or 3 years ago, a couple of high schoolers hacked Twitter and got a hold of a bunch of people's accounts. It's not that hard. Pentagon's not that hard to get into. No one cares.
Yeah. Yeah. True enough.
So they got missiles blowing at them. So here's where we see our first, what we'll learn is later called a DNA digivolution.
Jagras.
It's Jagras. It is Jagras. How do you know that?
Because it was in Japan when I watched O2 and they called it Jagras Evolution.
They called it Jagras?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. That's what they call it on the Vital bracelet.
Yeah.
The fitness bracelet. I've got my new one coming soon. I'm very excited.
You got it. Oh, I can have your old one?
Yeah.
No. I didn't know they had new ones.
The new one works with the new cards. So you can do like Demon Slayer and My Hero cards. But that's not the point. None of that's Digimon. We're talking about the movie. So they digivolve into Omnimon.
Yeah.
Omegamon?
Was that a thing that happened before at any point?
That never happened before that.
No. Yeah, it didn't even happen in 01 in the first series, right?
It didn't.
I thought so. Okay. Because I know it took them a long time to get Wart digivolving down. Like, to where they could do it on command.
So, Sai,
Mm-hmm.
me and you just called them by two different names. Why is that?
Because they're stupid.
They are stupid.
Because I was watching the
Omegamon are
Japanese.
the same Digimon.
Yeah. The first night. Is it what kind of night? It's something stupid.
He's one of the Royal Knights, Holy Vaccine.
Royal Knights, yeah.
Do Digimon tend to double evolve like that? Is that a thing that happens?
No.
What do you mean double evolve?
Well,
Not
like
in the
when
shows, at least.
two of them evolve into something else. Like how they evolve into Omnimon.
Jagras.
DNA Digivolve or Jagras? Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. I mean, it's a big plot point in season 2.
Yeah, in 02 they do it. They wear it
I've
out.
only seen season 1 and then these 2 movies.
02 wears it out. Every like there's a pair, and everyone in like it's the little short kid and TK.
Cody and TK.
Yeah, Cody and TK. Yoli and is it Kyrie?
Kyrie, yeah.
And then Ken and Davis, of course.
So Ken and Davis, Stingmon and XVmon digivolve into Pyodramon. And I heard someone say that they look stupid. I thought Pyodramon looked great.
Pyodramon was the coolest thing out of 02.
Yeah, I agree.
Except for that that atrocity that was Chimeramon.
Chimeramon was an atrocity, but that was kind of the point of Chimeramon.
I know. Also, Diaboromon was also atrocity.
Yeah.
I every time I play a Digimon game and I see Diaboromon, I go, ugh. Like that thing just I don't know, it's just creepy.
Have you seen Dino Beamon?
I think I have, and I think
I
the last yeah, and I think I was like, ugh.
So that's what Stingmon and XVmon digivolve into if they digivolve into a virus type.
Oh,
real fucked up looking.
Yeah,
we don't have to worry about that because that's not what they digivolve into. So they DNA digivolve and they beat Diaboromon, and then Diaboromon
cut it in half.
Gone forever, and we never have to worry about Diaboromon again. We do have to worry about Kokomon,
which is the best part. No, not really, but it's probably the slowest part.
It is pretty slow. So they go to America to fight a Digimon, right?
No, they went to America for a trip to make Davis mad. Well, that's why Kyrie went.
I like the running gag they got going on where Yoli always has an uncle that has some shit going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, I've got an uncle who can get us there with his frequent flyer miles. And then my uncle can get us on this truck.
No, I think her uncle owned that truck. But then like in Houston, he's like, yeah, my uncle has a membership with the taxi cab.
Yeah,
or whatever.
He's like, we have to take this cab company because my uncle has a membership with them. And then they fucking just end up in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, they were just saying American cities because I don't think you'd go from New York to Texas to go to Colorado.
I don't think you do.
I mean, you can.
It's a way to get there.
If you have an uncle who's got connections.
Yeah, they did. They were complaining about having to take like 7 trips. They were like, why do we have to take so many stops? So maybe.
Jesus, Mark. Everything with you tonight. Your computer, your phone, your internet.
Your body. I'm not even a good
part, man.
Yeah, I'm not having good technology there. Because I just looked at my phone. I was like, oh, it's running a little low, and then I like went to grab it just to like adjust it, and I was like, that is burning hot.
Oh, okay.
Well, good.
So yeah, I
You
messaged.
might
I was
want to
like,
back up a little bit.
that's
Yeah,
why
if it
I was
explodes,
like,
that'd be
I only
exciting.
have a couple more minutes before my phone craps out, and then
Before it
I
blows
can
up.
try getting. I'll try seeing if my computer works after that.
Hey, Sai,
Hmm?
tell us about Kokomon.
Kokomon is a weird twin Digimon to Terriermon,
Mhm.
but they digivolve differently.
They do.
And one's brown and one's tan and green. And Kokomon is brown and pink.
Terriermon has one horn, right? And
Yeah.
Kokomon has 3.
Oh, yeah, I always forget about that.
So that's why Kokomon
Terriermon,
is evil.
is it? Is that why it's evil?
Sure.
Or is this because Terriermon's too adorable to be evil?
Terriermon is pretty adorable. He gets more adorable in season 3.
You think? I kind of like the first one.
I like them both. They're all right.
Yeah. I think his Digivolution line is better.
It's the same Digivolution line.
I know.
Except we don't get to see much of his Digivolution line because
we only get to see Gargamon and the Magna one in O2.
So in this we get to see his Digivolution to Rapidmon, but he's golden Rapidmon because he Digivolve with the
This is as confusing as Pokemon.
That's an O2.
No, this is in the movie we're watching.
Against Kokomon?
Yes, against Kokomon. Because
okay.
Magna Angemon and Angelwomon.
Yeah, you're right.
They Digivolve to Megas to release the golden eggs into Seraphimon and
Magnangelwomon?
No. Seraphimon and
I couldn't understand what that Digimon was saying. That's I know it's Magna something. I always forget that one. I don't like that one either. It's weird. How does she go from a hot lady to a weird dragon?
Ophanimon.
Ophanimon?
Ophanimon.
I felt like Ophanimon was something different.
Yeah, she's a Digimon god. Well, I mean, later on, a lot of shit changes in 04.
Yeah.
Digimon Frontiers. So they Digivolve into their ultimate forms, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that releases these golden eggs. Question, why haven't they fucking done that before?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because we've seen that Digi-Egg before, right? Because Ken was using it to power his base. And that was how Vmon beat Chimeramon.
That big one?
That big what?
The big Digi-Egg?
The metal Digi-Egg, the golden one.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah. He does use it at some point in the adventure.
In Digimon Adventure 02, when they fight Ken at his base, he's got that Digi-Egg that's powering his base. And that's how Vmon beats Chimeramon.
Yeah.
By Digivolving to Magnamon. But why does...
Oh, you're talking about the Seraphimon stuff.
Yeah. Why is it Vmon gets a special evolution with that Digi-Egg, but...
No one else does?
No one else does. Yeah. They just Digivolved into a golden form of what they were going to be anyway.
I guess that was one of Davis' special eggs that only he could use.
Whatever, I guess.
And Willis that one time.
I mean, they can. I didn't want him to evolve into Rapidmon because Rapidmon was on his line anyway.
Yeah.
Like Vmon would never get to be Magnamon on his own.
Yeah.
He would Digivolve into other crazy shit.
I see what the problem is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Vmon's... Yeah. Vmon's bad. I don't like Vmon.
I love Vmon, and I don't know why you would say that.
No, evolution-wise. Vmon's fine. I thought Vmon was going to be cooler, and I was very disappointed whenever it started Digivolving.
You didn't like X-Vmon?
No, I hate X-Vmon. It's so stupid.
I like X-Vmon. It's boring. I'll give you that. Like, he doesn't have any guns hanging out of his arms or refrigerators on his ass or anything, but it's all right. Have you
Or
seen?
little Monzimons hanging off his waist,
Yeah,
like Metal Edamon.
yeah. Nothing compares to Metal Edamon, dude.
No.
Fucking the best with his accent. You should look up. You'd like his evolution line, his actual evolution line. It gets better.
Okay. I know I just wasn't a fan of XVmon.
XV. He's got that weird paunch too on his stomach.
Yeah.
Why is he fat?
I don't know.
He looks like me now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, XVmon was a weird one. I remember being like, ooh, Vmon's gonna digivolve. What the hell is this? And I was like, I was a Wormmon guy though.
Wormmon's cool. Do you remember the dude? Do you remember what Digimon he was fighting when he evolved into XVmon?
No.
It looked like man, I remember when I saw it, he looked like a turtle with rocks on his back. I don't remember who it was.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
I thought that was the evolution of Armadillomon. Because it looked like the kind of shit Armadillomon would digivolve into.
Yeah, it does. What does Armadillomon naturally evolve into? Oh no, Ankylomon. It has that weird spiky tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It does though. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I forget. Yeah, it's that weird pink one that was in Adventure too, in the original one, right?
No.
It wasn't in the original?
Okay.
It
might have been in the original, but it wasn't.
It was only like a second or two. I think
It was there throughout the episode, but it was it might have been in the original. They didn't fight it.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Really quick, because I am gonna have to turn my phone off and see if I can get my internet to work.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give my ratings really quick, just in case I can't get my internet to work.
Okay.
But I like the first one more, so I'm gonna give the first movie a solid B. Pretty good. Had some problems. The animation wasn't the best, but I'm gonna give it a solid B. Second one, I there's a lot. It kind of seemed like just insanely rushed. I mean, I know it was 10 minutes shorter, or 12 or 13 or whatever, but it seemed pretty rushed. So I'm giving that second one a C minus. It's not as good.
So
Still
a B and a C minus.
Yeah, B and C minus.
Yeah, we'll throw those away when we put our A's in.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get my internet to work.
All right. Well, good luck. If not, we'll see you next week. We didn't need his negativity.
A B is negative for Digimon. It definitely is because
Digimon definitely is. But I get where he's coming from, saying the second one was kind of rushed. It was kind of rushed. They tried to cram a whole movie into 30 minutes, but I don't think they did that bad.
Was it just 30 minutes? It felt like it was longer. But it might have been 30 minutes because it also felt short too. I was just having a blast the whole time.
He had a great time with it.
Oh, God. I loved the first one. It's so good. Like, I felt like I had never watched it before. And I know I watched it at least 3 times.
So the first one, I know I've watched it before. I used to watch it whenever I got sick. Made me feel better. But Revenge of Diaboromon, this is the first time I ever watched it.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I watched this one too.
But I've been meaning to watch it for years because I love Imperial Dramon Paladin mode.
The white part?
The white part.
No. Yeah, okay. I was about to ask, so I knew they had a name for it. Because the regular one is something mode.
So you have Imperial Dramon, who is actually called Imperial Dramon Dragon mode. And
Yeah,
then he mode changes into fighter mode. And then after he merges with Omegamon or Omnimon, whichever you want to call it,
which is still the sword.
Dramon fighter mode, who is just a sword. But you know what? A sword helps. Let me ask you a question, man. If you were fighting someone, fist fighting someone, and someone said, you know what, that guy can't use a sword, but you can, would you take the sword?
Oh, of course.
So yeah, definitely. The sword helps a lot.
It does. So is that a Jagras of?
Yeah.
It is. Oh,
Isn't that where you learn the word?
it is. But no, I meant the Omnimon and Imperial Dramon thing.
No.
It's not okay.
You can digivolve into Imperial Dramon, and then you can digivolve into Paladine mode, but you don't Jagras
Which
with
is weird.
Omnimon.
But I guess that would make it super extra powerful.
That would be a lot to do, man.
Yeah.
To
Well,
raise 4 Digimon to Mega to merge them into one.
yeah, but you have to do that in a lot of games.
Yeah.
And that's the best part. Man, Mark was here for a second, guys.
It's all right. We don't need him.
Yeah.
So, what'd you think of the second movie?
The second movie, I thought it was. I don't know. There were some parts that was kind of weird, but it was fun. It was definitely fun. I enjoyed it. Entertainment wise, I had a blast. I always love seeing Wormmon. Wormmon and Vmon are the best tag team duo since Galmumon and Agumon.
What were they called? The Digimon that were getting emailed out. What was it?
Kuramon. Kura.
Gotcha. So the whole plot is Diaboromon is digivolving little Kuramons. He's emailing them out to people so they can all come out of their phones, and in the real world, we'll all get together, and then they'll digivolve.
There's a data limit, I guess, on what can come out of the digital world into our world. Well, the internet to our world.
Right. Which it's a good thing, back then there was a date. Now he could just pop out.
Yeah. And he could bring Parrotmon with him.
He could bring Parrotmon with him, dude. So his plan is all of these guys come out and then they join together and become him. Where the fuck is he? It's like he's in the digital world, right? But like, are these pieces of him?
No, they destroyed him, right?
Well, he's got to be back.
Well,
Somebody's doing this.
Okay. I felt like it was a weird thing, but it was literally him just de-digivolving.
But here's what you have to keep in mind. What happens when you kill a Digimon?
They go to Digitama.
They become Digitama. You can never actually destroy a Digimon. So I hope that makes you feel better about Metal Etamon being out there somewhere still.
Except for Leomon. Leomon is always.
Oh, Leomon is Leomon is fucked up every time he comes back. Leomon just needs to stop becoming Digitama.
I like Bancho Leomon. Oh man, that's the best one.
Yeah, he's pretty badass. Have you seen cool. Bancho Stingmon?
What?
Bancho Stingmon.
No, I have not.
Oh, he's badass.
I bet he is. Is he like a Bancho is just like the word for Japanese thug, right?
For what?
Like the Kuwabara type Japanese school kid.
I don't know.
That's what Bancho Leomon looks like. He has a little hat and the jacket, right? Or am I mixing Leomon?
You could be right because
JoJo's?
he's got the jacket and then he's got like 2 big stingers on his arms.
Okay,
he's got that. He does kind of have that Kuwabara look, and then he's almost got hair back.
Yeah,
but not really since he's a bug. Bugs don't have hair.
That's not true. Stingmon itself has hair. It has those golden locks.
Okay, but when I say bugs don't have hair, I'm referring to real life bugs.
Oh, you're right.
I don't think there are bugs with hair in real life. I'm not gonna swear to that, dude. I'm not a.
No, they have.
I don't even know what bug doctors are called, but
They have weird, not hair like things. Fuzz, I guess.
Fuzz?
Yeah, I don't know. Fur?
It doesn't matter. This conversation is not about bugs.
It kind of is, but
that's true.
Diaboromon's a bug, guys.
So Diaboromon's a bug, but we don't really. It's not Diaboromon, right?
No. What does it evolve into? I couldn't understand it. It's like it was in a different language. and they didn't subtitle the name for some reason. I think, or I just don't remember it.
I swear to you, the dub was right under what you clicked.
I believe you.
What does he do? Yeah, Armageddon.
Oh yeah, I knew it was something stupid.
That was stupid.
Armageddon.
I mean, he's a toughie. What was
I
it?
hate
His move
Armageddon.
was Destiny Destroyer. Shit, dude.
He destroys destinies.
He's getting raw there.
Oh, he beat the shit out of
He took out Omegamon, Omnimon, and Imperial Dramon.
Yeah.
You know what bugged me though was in Digimon Adventure 02, the first time he evolves into Imperial Dramon fighter mode, he says he's the strongest Digimon. No, you're not.
No, he's not.
You're not even close, dude.
He's not even a Royal Knight, right? He's just
I know. There's the Royal Knights, there's the Digimon Gods, there's Yggdrasil. There's so many things above this guy. Who does he think he is?
The strongest.
And then he has an evolution, so come on.
Yeah, that's true. That you evolve again, sir. You'll be fine. Well, I guess Paladin mode isn't him being stronger. It's just him getting a sword. Which
I don't know, man.
Once again, stronger.
He changes color. He has a cape.
Dude, yeah, I like Paladin mode. I like
Paladin
the white gold.
Badass. I've actually got two figures. One is Imperial Dramon fighter mode. The other is Paladin mode.
I like Dragon mode, man.
Dragon mode's cool, but I mean,
but they only use it. They only use it for a friggin' bus.
Yeah, and that's the problem, man. That's what kind of bugged me because they're like, "Oh, we have to get to America. If only we had a Digimon who could fly us around the world like he did that one other time."
I think they asked one time why they didn't just. I think when they got there, they were like, "Why didn't we just use Imperial Dramon?"
I don't remember that.
Oh no, that was when they were using Raydramon to ride. They were like, "Why didn't we just do this earlier?"
Yeah,
Raydramon's pretty cool too.
Yeah, Raydramon is cool,
and he never gets used. I think he only digivolves into him like once or twice.
Flamedramon's cool too. Man, Vmon has cool evolutions. I don't know why
he does
hate him so much.
I just don't like the X Vmon so much. And yeah, Flamedramon, I don't know.
You don't like Flamedramon?
I liked them when he first came out, but then they used them too much. Which is weird because every Digimon, like literally every fight, they go, I'm gonna digivolve into what's the one that Palmon digivolves into with the tequila punch?
What?
Oh man, there's one. Is it from the new 2022? No, the 2020 version where Palmon digivolves into the cactus, and then the cactus digivolves into another cactus with a hat, right? And it has like a tequila punch.
No, Togemon digivolves into Lilymon.
Oh, I don't know. My brother must have lied to me. Or I was having another fever dream. I don't know.
And then Lilymon digivolves into Rosemon or Bancho Lilymon. You're really into that Bancho stuff.
Yeah. I think Bancho is the one with the tequila punch.
Maybe.
Bancho. Yeah, because they're bad boys.
And yeah, girls, she looks like a bad boy.
Yeah.
You know who else was a bad boy? Was Ikichi Onizuka from Great Teacher Onizuka. But you haven't watched that, no matter how many times I told you to.
I've watched 25 episodes.
There's like 60.
I know. I actually haven't watched 25. I've probably watched like 7 times.
I don't know what the problem is. It's great.
I love it. I love the first 10. I just always forget to continue watching it because something comes up and I start watching that, and then I forget about Great Teacher Onizuka.
That's too bad, man. It's not like Inuyasha. It doesn't get weird.
I feel like you could.
Well, I mean, it's always weird.
Yeah, no.
So what do you think, Sai? If you were gonna rate these two Digimon movies that we watched, how would you rate them?
I think they both should get at least okay, at least a S minus for the first one, and then 2 gets a B plus.
That's
No, A
interesting.
plus. A plus.
I give them both an A.
I had so much fun watching.
I did too. Like, but
Oh,
that's
man.
like they don't affect the series. You can watch them like they're
Yeah, that's the
Dragon Ball
thing.
Z movies. They can just be completely separate and not affect anything.
Yeah,
But they're fun. I liked watching them, and I
and
watch them again.
I really didn't expect the story of the first one to be coherent.
Yeah, they did a good job putting it together. I see it gets a lot of crap, but I think it was edited very well.
Oh, it was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Kyrie jumped up my even though I watched it, like it's been 20 something years.
Mhm.
So it felt like it was like brand new for the most part. Like I knew about the Our War game stuff. I remembered all of that and how that went down. But like the first part, I remembered it fought Paradmon, but I did not remember Agumon going on a rampage.
I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I've watched it a lot, but it's probably been 10 years since I actually watched it. I'm glad we came up with an excuse to do it.
Or Koromon face humping.
He didn't fake. Those were kisses.
That was an aggressive kiss.
So
he like grabbed their head.
Hi.
He grabbed their head, and we're like, "Arr!" Yeah, they were kisses.
He doesn't have arms. What do you want from the guy?
Yeah, you're right.
Right. So we're just gonna give it A's across the board. We're gonna add all three of our scores. We're gonna add them together. We're gonna call it a solid A for everything.
Yeah.
Right.
I see. We give the one an A plus.
Okay. You want to give Digimon the movie an A plus, and then Digimon the Adventure 02 Revenge of Diaboromon an A.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I feel like a 1 should be better than 2 because
they're going on the Wall of Fame.
Of course.
We don't. I can't remember any other ratings, but anything that gets a plus or higher goes on the Wall of Fame.
What is I know there has to be a name for that weird Kokomon evolution, right?
The one behind us, this guy.
Yeah, that guy. I was pointing, but my finger's off screen, so you can't see.
Well, that's hard. Yeah, it's hard when you're. Oh, the rabbit thing, man. Yeah,
with the weird head, and it's so creepy. I hate it. That's another one. Like I think that one scarred me as a kid.
So yeah, you're talking about Wendigomon evolving into Antilomon. Yeah, and like it's that weird.
I like Antilomon. I don't like Wendigomon.
Wendigomon's the one that scares you?
Yes.
No way, dude. Wendigomon just like a muscle thing.
I think it's the head, the Digimon head on top of it.
Antilomon looks like it's gonna climb in your
that one's
dreams.
Yeah, I think
it is a nightmare soldier.
It is. Yeah, Antilomon, and then it comes back in Frontier, right?
Yeah. You see Antilomon a lot. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at some point, I think a Terriermon.
Frontier.
Doesn't Terriermon evolve into an Antilomon? Or am I thinking of the games? I'm thinking of the games.
Probably in the games, but no, Terriermon just
he always into Rapidmon.
Into Rapidmon, and then the whatever they call it with the human.
Yeah, what is that one called? It's stupid. I don't like that one. He turns into like a giant. What is it? Iron Man? Weird teddy bear Iron Man thing. It's so weird. But it's so juicy.
Mega Gargomon.
Oh yeah, it's Mega Gargomon. You know what part that was really weird to me? The part where they beat Omnimon, Omegamon, and the arms fell off, and it was just in like a weird Neon Genesis Evangelion thing.
I don't know that I would compare it to Evangelion, but
it's just like I feel like there's a shot in Evangelion of like one of the angels. Was it an angel? Whatever the robots are called, like in that same pose, like looking up and doing that same thing, and I was like,
I think I know what you're talking about. Like when they make the fake Avas towards the
uh-huh.
end, and Asuka gets her shit wrecked.
I think so, yeah.
Ah,
I was
man,
like, I didn't
that's
know. I also
the scene where her
didn't.
arm gets ripped off. Yeah,
I
I know
also,
exactly what you're talking about.
I also liked the part where Tai and Matt, Yamato and Taichi, jump on the heads of like the arms, and then they digivolve. And I thought that was cool.
That was cool. The whole
I
thing
was
was
like,
cool.
yeah, it was. It was very cool.
Why
It
would
was
people
awesome.
put this down? Why would people
I don't
pretend
know.
like this isn't great? Why do people not like Digimon? What the hell's everyone's
Why do
problem?
people like Pokemon more than Digimon?
They're crazy. They're
It's,
not mature like us, Sai.
yeah. Pokemon's great, but it's not Digimon.
Yeah.
You always have a good time watching Digimon. Which I think what they should have did was they should have made Ghost Game into Survive. Like this, like, okay, never mind. Survive into Ghost Game.
So you're
Does
saying they
that-
should have made a Ghost Game game?
No, I'm saying they should have made the Ghost Game anime the story from Survive
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
as like one big.
Yeah, I'm with you. But they
'Cause-
didn't do that. They made it
Yeah,
all
no,
horror
they
story.
Yeah, like it was an actual horror story. Like I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. I don't like reading this much, but I haven't played it in a while though.
No,
Need to
I
play.
stopped playing like at text screen 12,932. All right, man. We're gonna wrap it up here. But Sai, what are we doing next week?
Is
We're
it the quiz?
reviewing.
No.
We're reviewing Mega Low Blocks.
Oh yeah, Megalobox. I was gonna ask you guys soon what we were watching.
We're watching Megalobox.
That one's not gonna take me long to watch. Megalobox is so good.
It. I watched the first season already. I'm not
You
gonna
watched
lie. I did watch the first season in about a day.
It's really good. Are we
It's good.
watching the second season or just the first?
It's up. Well, we're reviewing the first. If we all watch the second season, we'll talk about it too.
Is there a double? I think there's a double.
There's a
I'll
double
probably
both.
get through.
I'd send
I
you
know
a
there's
link,
a double
but
the first
apparently
one.
you just ignore that part.
No, it starts playing on its own when I click links on my phone.
Just click something else, man.
Yeah, you're right. I just didn't know. I was lazy. I was tired. I was tired of looking up the Revenge of Diaboromon.
Just if you need it, just ask me. I'm always here.
Just now?
No.
All right. Well, we're wrapping this up. Anyone who's watching,
What?
so make sure you tune in next week for a review of Megalobox. And what's that Jerry always say? Sneak the tape back, put the dust, sprinkle some dust on it. Tune in next week. Same stash time, same stash channel.